major throughout the DPC, and it's not going to be easy. They drafted themselves a very difficult draft to execute. Shadow Fiend, Mars, like Rubik, Clockwork, all these heroes have skill shots that if you miss them, you're going to suffer. On the other side, Team Aster, pretty straightforward. You can't really miss Roar. You can't really miss Impetus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Missile. It's very difficult to make bad plays with the heroes that they have.
This feels like a lineup where Aster, they're going to play aggressive. Like, I really want Bobica to just go level 1 Impetus. I feel it in my bones that he's going to play just this aggression, damage dealing, and if you're Aster and you just saw your academy team wallop on this squad, I feel like you're coming in with a lot of confidence. And you're ready to just play aggressive. This lineup does kind of scream play aggressive, or as we would say in high school, be aggressive. Be aggressive. You know, you cheer for your team.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say aggressive with an F.
Aggressive, yes. Where is he? Where's the time gone? One can only dream that he comes back. If Burning and CTY are going to participate in the open qualifiers, we need to bring back aggressive.
Mummy, bring back Weapon X, bring back Dai.
Bring them all back.
Yeah, one of my favorite all-time Chinese players.
Gosh.
YYF. These are some old-school names, but yeah, let's focus on this one. I see Ring of Health on Mars. At least that's what he has queued up, so I assume Meteor Hammer.
Ooh. I'm a big fan of Meteor Hammer. But I'm also not a big fan of this Mars. I feel like we've been seeing it have lower and lower impact as time goes by. He may have spent his entire creation in Dota being in the meta, but it feels like that time is slowly whittling away.
I don't remember seeing Mars win any games. I think I saw like 5-6 games, and Mars just feels very underwhelming every single time. In terms of damage, he always lacks damage. Like, it always feels like I just need something else. I talked about this on panel the other day. The other day, I mean a couple of hours ago, where you don't have a BKB, then you need a Blink Daggers. It's very hard to itemize. Like, I think the hero is really good once you get the like Blink BKB Shard, maybe Refresher. Then the hero feels like really good, but the problem is how you get there. Also, all of these small items did get nerfed over time, especially the Soul Ring, an item that he loved to buy.
Yeah, Soul Ring, we don't see that item at all anymore.
For a good reason, way too overpriced.
Yeah, feels a little bit bad there as XWY and Chosen One fighting it out. Chosen One, I always talk about this when we see teams from like Division 2 come up here into the Division 1 China. There's just so many good mids in this region that it feels like coming in with not a lot of experience up against these guys, you're bound to struggle. And Pichu just running after this Clockwork. Rocket Barrage after Rocket Barrage.
A bit low on mana now. It is relatively costly spell, 75 mana. Does have another one.
Let's see. Because this Clockwork wants to stay pretty aggressive and running them with Battery Assault, but you're eating so much damage to do so, and, well, now you're giving up First Blood, and Cry's going to do all he can to maybe shift some damage, but one Raze really isn't going to do all that
not much he can do besides crying, because his Clockwork just fed decent amount of gold. They do have a setup like this lane on paper should be good, where you have Clockwork going in, setting things up for raises. It's gonna be, I'd say, a bit more difficult. I think that we're also gonna see more from Gyro being played at position 5, where the hero feels strong. It does consume a lot of mana. Nothing has changed pretty much in the patch for Gyro, but some of the heroes did get nerfed, so I also saw it much more in the high-level pubs.
So you're hoping that Gyro becomes a staple of this meta right now?
I'm not sure how long we're going to have this meta. I feel like the big patch is going to drop. Did they give us the date?
April.
April. That's
no,
very specific.
There was no year after that April. It just said April. So you say a month, I say a year. Potato,
and the full
potato.
month. Okay, 13 months from now on.
Yeah. We're going to see the changes coming in. XWY getting hit with that snowball, but now no mana left on this Tusk, so he can output some damage here, but needs to be careful as he's standing in some creeps.
Very interesting build. He does have Blades of Attack on mid lane. We'll hold that thought.
That Cry with a raise.
Pichu.
Oh, into the trees, trying to get around. Cry, well, he's going to be, like you said, still crying. Sounded like Roy Orbison over there as he's going to drop to XXS and lose his life. There's now 2 kills in that bottom lane for Team Aster.
Already a 1k gold lead, 4 minutes into the game. Aster, very aggressive. Storm Spirit doing extremely well in a mid lane. Someone would definitely love to refill his bottle. Let's see if Pichu decides to do so.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need that bottle refill. And since the gyro walked all the way back, it's looking like it's going to happen. XWY, level 5 already, chosen one. He's 15-2 to the 26-6 of this Storm. Not exactly going all too well.
Yeah, you don't really pressure Storm as Tusk. And also the items that he bought on Storm Spirit, having Blades of Attack, the last hit, slightly easier, brought a Raindrop going into Falcon Blade. This is something that I would say has not been popular until a month ago, where people are like, you know what, Falcon Blade, it's really good. Then I build a Witchblade, then I build Kaya, all these small items, which does allow me to snowball with the Storm Spirit.
I mean, that's, what, you just named 3 swords? What is, well, is Kaya a sword? Maybe. I'm thinking of just the guy from One Piece who holds 3 swords at one time. I don't know his name off the top of my head. I didn't watch that anime. Pichu in trouble, getting run down here, and the raises land from Cry, so they'll put their first kill on the board. As they land another raise on XXS, he's getting hit with a good amount of damage coming in from the Shadow Fiend.
As soon as Shadow Fiend hits level 3, same goes for Clockwork, Battery Assault. Such a potent spell, damage increases from 20 to 45. Ooh. Big power spike.
Sounds like a big power spike. You love that word.
I really do.
That, Fillet. What's the other one? Ghoul Frenzy. That's a big one.
Yeah, we've been casting for a long time together now. Snowball.
There's nothing there. He just hit 6, so on that Snowball. He's got CXK nearby, but can he even kill Bobica with the Nature's Attendants? It's only level 1. They'll have to chase. It's just not worth it. This is leaving Monet up towards top by himself, continuing to farm away. I love glitched items, and it's Trail of the Burning Doom on Monet on this CK. Makes him look really awesome. Just leaving a little bit of fire behind him, and he's on fire as well.
I swear to God, Beak Up, if you say Burning Trail or whatever the item, Burning Doom one more time, I'm going to lose it.
Hallucination. Vortex mid. Snowball, and that is going towards Pichu. They also have this Clockwork. They've got the cogs around the gyro, binding into the cogs, and there are a lot of heroes here. Looks like they might kill gyro again with a Walrus Punch coming through. They need one more right click. They'll finish off Pichu, but CXK, well, telekinesis throws him onto the Enchantress, who is healing them up. And, well, all 3 die for just the 5-position gyro.
Both rotations from Aster rotating, XWY holding Arcane Rune. Pretty much infinite mana at this point. It's going to start to pressure tower a little bit. And let's refill his bottle one more time. Pichu playing really well, moving from...
Thumbs up, man.
Yeah, just doing a position 5 job.
Oh, yeah, pretty perfectly. Oh, I guess I'll die here. Refill your bottle. You don't have to die in lane or anything like that. It's perfect.
Oh, no, he used the snowball already.
Oh, that's bad. Chosen one. Rocket Barrage. Look at what? Bobica? He's just behind the tower, showing up, throwing a couple of right clicks. No impetus shots, but he's there with it. Nature's Attendant's now level 2, so he's going to eat and soak all this damage like the sponge he is. They've also brought over Cry, who's now just left the bottom lane. I don't know if that's exactly the best use of his time, but might get Pichu again for the 3rd time this year.
Oh, Rocket will stop the 3rd raise potentially. And Rune, let's see where it spawns. CXQ will pick up double damage.
Yeah,
so that's going to stop some aggression, at least, from Aster. Already a 5k gold lead, 8 minutes into the game.
It's getting up there. Yeah, just, what's the big picture here? Because I'm like trying to formulate words because they're down 5k in 8 minutes. Like, the lanes aren't going well.
What do you want me to lie? Say,
but like,
this is a great comeback incoming?
No, I'm more asking, like, you've got Mars just sitting up top. Like, where is the problems where do they lie for this team? Is it just in the laning? Are they not CSing well?
Laning stage, not the greatest. Like, they are feeding some of the kills that they should not. I want to see them rotate. Mars is now level 6, so both supports should be playing with Mars. Because Chosen One, he died how many times so far? Was it 2 or... Okay, 2 times. So his game is kind of ruined. He doesn't have that much damage, so they need to play with someone. I think Monet is a bit difficult kill to get.
This might be a third time.
Rotations.
Homie Missile's going to catch him after the snowball. But they'll bring over the Mars. They'll look for the arena. Uh-oh, XWY? Well,
Bonk.
you might be asking why, and, well, it's because he couldn't ball lightning out of the arena. So they are going to get a kill on the Storm, which is a good amount of gold for Chosen One. Thought he was the one in trouble, but they brought an ambulance for the Storm instead.
Coldbird makes first rotation. So far, he's the only hero that did not die on side of outsiders from China.
But yet he's still down almost 2,000 net worth. And for the reality of it is, like, Mars's lane has been pretty open. It's just been Monet there.
Every single time Mars gets close, he gets pulled from Reality Rift. Monet 2 levels above him, level 8. Whenever Phantasm is available, he's gonna pop it. Another rocket.
Snowball. Ball lightning looking for the Shadow Fiend instead. Telekinesis comes out. They get the kill on a Pichu. Now they're looking for the Requiem.
Dodges it.
But will avoid that. It does hit the Enchantress on the back end, but nobody really following that one up. XWY, not a lot of mana to work with, but going over towards this Clockwork, who went 3-1-2.
Oh,
so
no.
he doesn't have hook
2
shot.
points and rocket flare.
Oh, no. So throws the rocket flare out, and even without the hook shot, they get the kill. They've got 5 kills on the board.
They got him. They got him in the end. That's what matters. Clockwork will need to find some experience. Find his level 6. By level 6, I mean level 7.
Yeah. I guess the battery assault level 3 is kind of working. Reality Rift stolen. And Cogs to push away Monet, who's already got his armlet. Sitting here with Tread's armlet and working into that Echo Saber. XWY, like you said, Kaya, but no Falcon Blade. Or no Witch Blade, sorry. Confusing my blades. Coolbird just farming away where he can. He still wants this Meteor Hammer. This feels kind of slow.
Definitely does. Also, I've seen some games with the Meteor Hammer. It does feel like you're putting yourself in a play style sometimes that you don't want to, where you want to be like using that Meteor Hammer on a tower to get the value from it, and then you get rotated on. Another arena is available. CXK is drawing on a minimap. He wants to go from top lane to the bottom lane, it seems.
Okay, oh, looking to stack for CXK. Not going to go for the other camp, just the Ancients, and
not even going to stack
successful. That hurts my soul. Denying that regen rune there is Bobica. Has he gotten any points in Impetus yet? No, he's going straight Enchant and Nature's Attendance. I'm sad, because I wanted the aggressive Bobica, the Impetus Bobica.
Oh, Monet could be in trouble here.
Or
full wraparound.
Is he? They went after him for a second, though. Dropped the arena. Pichu, is that the hero you want to go for? All right. Well, Mars is dead very quickly. XXS, he's got Primal Roar, but the hook shot only hits his army, does not hit this Beastmaster, and they'll go to the Requiem, which does land on XXS.
Nice
it does
Requiem.
hit on XWY, where the Razes will follow to get the kill. Can they get XXS? Seeds of Serenity pushed out by the Cogs. Call down onto 3 of these heroes with Monet showing up to the fight, one-shotting this Shadow Fiend. They'll get the kill on the Clockwork. They'll look over at CXK, and it will be everybody dead on the outsiders of China.
Looked good for a couple of seconds. Great Requiem, clipped Storm Spirit, and managed to double raise him. Manages to kill it. Beastmaster also dies. Some insane damage coming out from Gyro in that fight. He landed cooldown on 3 or 4 heroes, and also CK Monet showing up. I think the damage from that fight was also added when he killed Mars in the top lane and then rotated to the mid.
Could be. Let's take another look at this. Chosen One, he'll die quick. This Requiem lands on 2. Boom, boom, with the raises and XXS. Where did he gets like pushed here. Yeah. All right, there it is.
And then the cooldown, both missiles actually hitting. So Gyro living the best time of his life. Pichu has enough money to buy Shard at 15 minutes. So that's a cool one. Usually you don't have it. As a 5 Gyro, you also want to like maybe invest into Fluffy Hat, into something else. Snowball does have punch available.
He's gonna die again. Now he doesn't have enough for the Shard. No, he's 25 gold short. Darn. As his life, though. Still 7,000 net worth lead here for Aster. BKB next for XWI. Feels like he could certainly use it in some of these fights. And Monet, he's got the Echo Saber. He's also going for the BKB. So the timings will start to line up as all 3 cores on the side of Aster are going for their BKBs.
This is a big timing. XXS having Helm of the Overlord, has that Ancient Black Dragon, so can push out the waves. He can play like with pretty much any hero. Ancient Black Dragon plus Gyrocopter, they can kill any hero on the map. And now invading enemy triangle.
Cry, gonna make it away, but CXK is not gonna be so fortunate. Requiem on it too. Do they really want to fight this? They'll get the kill on a CXK. Cry needs to run. No reason for him to stay close, as Monet is also gonna get another kill here on a Cold Bird. So he dies solo and then gets tipped by Cry.
My favorite. Monet didn't even use Phantasm to get that kill. So I was looking at the mid lane. I guess he got pulled by Reality Rift and stunned.
15.17 to 1. We've seen this story before, brought to you by esportsbet.io. It is even money.
Yeah, definitely is. And Team Aster will go inside the Roach Pit, having this momentum, having sustained from CK's passive and also Beastmaster's aura.
So 10k behind.
Looking very rough for outsiders from China.
Yeah, this is not exactly looking great. Finally has the Meteor Hammer, though, so that they can push some towers. Maybe.
Which towers are we talking about? I don't think they're going to be able to get across the river.
I don't know what you're saying. Vortex call down, and that is a dead Mars for the 4th time in what feels like the last 2 or 3 minutes. They're going to go to the high ground and potentially, I would almost go as far as to say, finish this game. Primal Roar, down goes Cry, hook shot in, and down goes Clockwork. We've got the stolen Primal Roar. They'll throw that on the CK, but he's not going to drop alive in this one. He's got that armor to toggle, and 3 heroes die very quickly. The casual 1,700 damage from him. 1,200 damage, almost 1,300 damage from your position 5 with the call down.
I think Monet is probably thinking about getting Heart instead of a BKB. You know, BKB is still a safer choice, does not want to risk anything. But if he had Heart there, Infinite Region, look at CXK. He's going to die to Boar and Ancient Black Dragon. He's really struggling.
He's really got to run away. Every time we talk about an Ancient Black Dragon, I know I've said it a bunch throughout the last few years, but it always reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Red Eyes Black Dragon.
It reminds me of Nazgul from Lord of the Rings more. The Beast.
Chosen One, tag team, but you're hitting someone who had Nature's Attendants and is healing up. Spear lands at XWI, and they get the kill on the Storm as well as Bobaga. All 5 heroes combined to get 2.
Meteor did not connect on anything, but
they didn't even need it.
They are getting the kills. Team Aster playing slightly sloppy, I would say.
Maybe a little too overconfident.
Yeah, they're like, we want to try to end this game as soon as possible. Monet and XXS, they're pushing the other side of the map. XXS will take the outpost. Let's see the first usage of Meteor on tower.
Yeah. I'd laugh if they had just glyphed there. But he does get that damage. With the way that Aster have been playing, it feels like my pubs when, you know, you're kind of dominating the first part of the game. Except I don't think Aster's going to lose and get too bored with the game. I think they'll just take it slow.
I thought you were talking about the skill, that your pubs are like Aster.
Oh, I mean, my nickname is Bobaga in my pubs. Monet, BKB, toggling the armlet, still surviving, but eventually loses that Aegis. Spear connects on XXS. They've got themselves the Walrus Punch. The Meteor Hammer comes down, and the Requiem is there. They'll get themselves the kill on XXS, and now it's Monet versus the world. Phantasm right-clicks, cries gone. Here comes Michu with the help of XWY. They've got 3 heroes dead. They'll go after CXK, making a 4th with the Rubik dropping, and Chosen one. Well, he's been chosen to be the one that dies to finish off the team wipe. And they'll call GG right off that.
They understand that game is pretty rough. They kill Beastmaster, but they lose all members. And as I said, this type of lineup is very difficult to execute.